Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today's story is a Diwali story. This happened in Krita Yuga, Golden Age. Hiranyaksha and Asura dived into the ocean. To rescue Earth, Lord Vishnu assumed the form of wild boar, Varaha, and went after the Asura. Varaha overpowered Hiranyaksha in the duel that he fought under the water and restored Earth to its original position in the universe. Varaha achieved this magnificent feat with apparent ease, and the only sign of his exertion was a drop of sweat which fell on the ground. A fully grown young warrior arose from his drop of Lord Varaha's sweat. His name was Naraka. Bhudevi, our Mother Earth, took a liking to the son of hers and asked Lord Varaha that her son should become invincible. Varaha pulled out one of his tusks and gave it to Naraka, saying he could use it as a weapon whenever he was in great danger. Dear son, use your great powers to do only good, said Lord Varaha. Uphold Dharma. Naraka went away to seek his fortune. I have no doubt that he will become the most powerful warrior in the three worlds, said Bhudevi, expressing admiration of her son. Powerful he will certainly be, said Lord Varaha. Will he also uphold Dharma? What makes an individual great is his adherence to Dharma. Centuries rolled by. Krita Yuga was followed by Treta Yuga, and then came Dwapara Yuga. We are in Kali Yuga that followed the Dwapara Yuga. By then, people who had acquired power but brushed aside Dharma had grown in number. Simply put, upholding Dharma means being kind, truthful, caring, and helpful. Its opposite, Adharma, means being untruthful, arrogant, violent, and destructive. Lord Vishnu would take birth on earth to uphold Dharma and to root out Adharma. Each of his births is called an avatar or the descent of the Lord. In Dwapara Yuga, Lord Vishnu had come down to earth as Krishna, the Yadava hero. He vanquished his wicked uncle Kamsa. He brought about the destruction of kings who were not adhering to Dharma. Meanwhile, Naraka had grown very powerful, ruling from his impregnable fortress of Pragyayosithapura, or the land of rising sun. He had conquered earth and heaven. Drunk with power, he snatched away the celestial earrings of Aditi, the mother of the Devas. Indra, the lord of Devas, sought Krishna's help to vanquish the invincible Naraka. Satyabhama, one of the Krishna's wives, was upset when she heard about the misdeeds of Naraka. She urged her husband to act. Armed with his Sudarshana Chakra and other weapons, Krishna left the Pragyayosithapura. Satyabhama went with him. Both of them rode on Garuda, the celestial eagle, which served as a vehicle for Krishna. To strike at Naraka's capital, Krishna had to penetrate 4 layers of its defenses. He flew over the outermost ring of walls made of rocks. He crossed rings of fire and of spears. Whoever tried to stop him was struck down. The chief defender of Naraka's fort was Mura. Confident that none could penetrate the rings of defenses he had set up, Mura was relaxing deep down in the ring of water. As each layer of defenses crumbled under Krishna's attack, it caused violent ripples in the water, arousing Mura out of his slumber. Then he heard an ear-shattering sound. It was Krishna blowing his conch, Panchajanya. Enraged, Mura rushed out to stage a counter-attack. He fell fighting Krishna, who earned the name Murari, the enemy of Mura. Ultimately, Naraka himself came out of his palace to battle Krishna. The two fought day and night. It was hard to say who was more powerful. Naraka was saving the weapon given to him by his father, Lord Varaha, preciously for such an occasion. On the dark night of Chaturdasi, the 14th day of the fourth night of new moon, Naraka took out the deadly tusk of Lord Varaha and threw it at Krishna. Stuck in the chest, Krishna fell unconscious. Even as Naraka raised a cry of victory, Satyabhama picked up the bow and continued the fight. In Satyabhama, Naraka found a worthy foe. He had no clues as to how to stop her onslaught. As the duel between the two raged on, Krishna opened his eyes. Naraka was startled to see Krishna stand up. If the dreaded weapon of Lord Varaha had failed, it meant only one thing. His opponent was none other than Lord Varaha himself, his father. Naraka was dazed. Lord Varaha's warning words now rang in his ears. Use your powers to do only good, son. Uphold Dharma. He had failed to follow his father's advice. He meekly submitted as Krishna threw his Sudarshana Chakra at him. As his life was webbing away, Naraka joined his hands in salutation to Krishna and Satyabhama. Moved at the sight of the fallen Ashura, Satyabhama rushed to him. Krishna silently watched the reunion of mother and son. Satyabhama was none other than Bhudevi, born again. Naraka saw the light in his dying moments. The darkness was lifted as the dawn broke. That day is celebrated as a festival of lights, Deepavali or Diwali, which signifies that we have to emerge from darkness to light. I hope you all enjoy the story of Diwali. If you like this channel, like, share and subscribe. And please click the bell icon to get more notifications of my stories.